It is Sydney and Takira with Unapologetically Married, and today we are talking about working hard for your marriage. When we first got engaged, when we first announced our engagement, all of the many different things that we heard was, of course, getting thrown all kind of pieces of advice, but the one that we heard the most was you're gonna have to work for your marriage.
It takes hard work.
Marriage takes hard work. And
crazy. I remember wanting more information.
right,
I was just
okay. What does that mean? It's like a cliffhanger. Like, what comes next?
What do you mean?
But,
so and I really didn't want to get too personal, with people, especially my men that I was asking. I was just like, okay, so
what happened?
Yeah, what happened? What? So
because it turned into this negative rant, so no one can really be specific. They just were going immediately into all of these negative rants of what they had to put up with in a marriage.
We're just gonna go through our counseling. We're gonna just go ahead and get married and let's do this thing, right?
We're like,
so
find out for ourselves or whatever.
And
I mean we did.
The first year we were married, within our first year we found out what that meant.
Yeah.
And how important, or just what hard work meant in your marriage.
Absolutely.
So, one thing for me that I learned is that marriage, it's not something that you just do, when you're an adult that you think it's, the right thing to do or that it's safe, something like that, because it sounds right. It really takes hard work, and if you want it to last truly a lifetime, which is the goal,
the intention. Yeah.
You gotta treat it accordingly. You gotta put in the same amount of work with your marriages as you do any other thing in your life that you love.
Yeah, like work or a personal passion that you have, like
a hobby or whatever it is.
We take so much. Like for me, it was kind of a light bulb moment because I'm a workaholic, I used to say, but I'm a working woman. So all of the time and the preparation and stuff that I put into my work life, I had to realize that marriage is exactly the same. Like, you can't just wake up one morning or any morning for that matter and just be like, okay, I'm gonna be married today and it'll be great. But it doesn't just align. So when people say you have to work for your marriage, it's being specific. It's planning things out and being aware that you are balancing more than just one thing, but your marriage takes priority. So if you know that you're giving so much energy into one thing, you need to kind of back up and say, okay, am I giving my marriage the same thing? And being aware that your spouse is balancing so many different things.
For me, especially from a man's standpoint, is yes, we have our different roles around the house. She has her thing. She handles the bathroom or the kitchen, or of course some of the cooking. I might handle some of the cooking as well, the trash, washing the clothes, whatever, whatever your chores or your roles may be around the house. I'm always aware. You got to be cognizant of, okay, my wife's mental state. How is she emotionally? How is she spiritually? How am I emotionally? How am I spiritually? You always got to be constantly aware of one another.
Especially when they're like coming home and it's like, okay, this is work, this is home time, but you're still in like work mode. Like, what's up? What's wrong? You can't relax. You can't get out of your work box into your home box. But be mindful of that, because that's kind of your cue alert. Like, okay, like I need to maybe step in and take a little bit. But remember, it's a two-way street. So, you never want to allow your spouse to feel unappreciated that you're doing those things, but not doing it in return for them. That's something that I've had to.
And that's another thing that I guess builds upon one another from being aware is communicating, right?
Yeah.
So, if things are getting tough and you know that it's stressing you out, communicate with your partner. It's so simple. Communicate and be honest. Be totally 100 with them and say, look, I got this going on. I can't cook tonight, or I can't do this, tonight. Hey, can you do this? Whatever the
can
case
you help?
may be.
Don't just let it go.
Yeah,
because if you just let it go, then
you both suffer.
Yeah, you both suffer. The other person's thinking, oh, you're not doing this around the house, and even though you have a great reason why. I mean, have multiple things going on in life. So it's not caveman years. We're human. It happens, but never just let it go and mentally think, oh, I have a lot going on, so I'm just not going to do this today. Communicate that, and it might sound like you're doing too much, but you have to over communicate with your spouse. And with that, like that communication piece, like
give your spouse the chance to be that person,
to be what you need. Give your spouse the chance to be great. You give other people in your life that opportunity, but you hope for the things of the perfect spouse. You pray for the things in a perfect spouse. You have to give your spouse that opportunity to be that person that you need. If you don't, you can't assume that they're going to read your mind and know exactly what it is that you want in a spouse or need in a spouse.
Girl, what's going on?
Well, I'm just speaking from the heart.
When she says over communicate, talk about everything.
It sounds small, even if it sounds ridiculous.
Talk about work, what happened at work or whatever. You can talk about how you feeling, what happened today, what you're thinking about, what you want to do next week, which segues into my next point is don't be complacent. You know what I mean? Don't be complacent with one another. Keep that spark going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Tell each other you love each other every day, right? Give each other hugs every day. Yeah. Text each other throughout the day. Flirt. You know what I'm saying? Let each other remind each other. Why you're with one another in the first place.
You never want to live on that thing of what. I used to do this, or my husband used to
Don't
do
let
this.
That spark fly.
Never, And what are some things that
Takira might, she might have something on her pants, when she walked by me. I might have to get it off and just be like, hey girl, come here, let me get that off. Oh my
God. Something. Maybe I go out of my way, or, I take a different route home and I stop by Cheesecake Factory, or, that. Put butterflies in your spouse. They're just little things. Be intentional. Do things around the house or with your spouse. I'm still blushing. A dork. Forgot what I was saying.
And that, my friends, is putting work in your marriage.
Plan out your days. Just like you would plan out your work week, or, whatever the case may be. Do the same thing with your marriage. If there's, a day that works for you both, take the opportunity to plan something for that day. It doesn't have to cost a lot. It can be free. It could be something like a walk or whatever. My husband, one thing that I love about him is that he'll just randomly be like, hey, let's go for a ride. And we're not necessarily going anywhere, but we get in the car, we drive around, we talk.
Be spontaneous. Just go off the beaten path with one another. If you're that structured type of person, plan something in advance.
Either way.
One thing Takira likes to do is she likes to plan stuff, weeks ahead of time. Just have something planned out, for both of you that you can enjoy, in the future. Exactly.
And if that you have, one thing that I've had to learn is, if that you have a long day at work, or, a long day ahead of you, period, wake up a little earlier. I know it's not easy, but wake up a little bit earlier and maybe do the thing that you're responsible for beforehand. For me, it would be cooking, throwing something in a crock pot, or
crock pot.
I know, right?
Works wonders.
Lovely. You have to make that intention. Obviously, I have to plan for that. So, but that's what it takes. That's what it means whenever someone says, working hard for your marriage. It's taking those intentional actions to pretty much make an impact on your marriage, a positive impact.
Continue to pour your appreciation, your comments. We enjoy it on social media.
We love your comments. We love the tips that you guys give, sending us direct messages, emails. We love it. So everything that you guys say that you want to talk about, we promise to do so. If it's nothing that we can speak from experience, then we will reach out to people that we know have gone through that, and we'll talk about it with them. So we thank you so much for the love and the comments and the ideas, because things that you guys say helps us every single day.
Man, it helps us more than what you know. It helps us to continue to be open.
Yeah, the communication drills or exercises or something, it helps us. Share our video and kind of give your own insight in the caption when you comment on our videos. We greatly appreciate it, because we love to hear from you guys. This platform is all about sharing. We want to learn from you guys, and we hope that there's something that we can offer from our experiences that might help you.
You can find us on Instagram at Unapologetically Married, also on Facebook, Unapologetically Married, and on our website at beunapologeticallymarried.com.
Yep, it's also posted on our video, so you can see it there. But until then, guys, we cannot wait to see what you have to say, what kind of insight you can give, and we look forward to it.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.